literally. Xavier and I are the closest thing to normal in there. Like, it's wild. Well, that's a lie. There's probably like 5 guys that seem normal. But most of the women, they seem to either have like some third personality that they have open conversation with on the regular. Either they're combative, like as soon as I open my eyes, they're like, fuck you, bitch. Turn off the motherfucking light, ho. Like, crazy shit. No one in there is just like a normal person, like trying to, it's just wild, you guys. It's absolutely insane. And 2024, like I said, no one should be subjected to those sorts of living conditions. Not a single person, no one. If someone is so bad or like so criminal, they should not be able to coexist with others. They should be isolated until they can like work it out. You know what I mean? And with what we've got going on with AI and technology and all of the protective measures that we actually have access to, there is absolutely no reason why anyone should have to wake up in such an abusive environment. There just is not. So I'm always for the people, for all of the people. Like, if someone is going to wake up and start screaming and yelling and cursing someone else out for absolutely no reason, that person should not be permitted to coexist with someone who is peaceful. It's not fair. Like, we're in 2024 where no one is supposed to be able to rob anyone of their peace, right? That's what all of these self-help influencers and everyone going live is always talking about. Like, yeah, don't let anyone steal your peace. Don't let anyone steal your light. Don't let anyone steal your joy, etc. and so forth. I agree with that 100%. What do you do if you're living in an oppressive situation where you cannot get away, or your only choice is to literally live outside or be exposed to this? It's unfair. And I've been going live about it and being transparent about it for 5 years. 5 years. My vehicle was stolen from me. It just so happens, after speaking with one of the staff, Miss Yvette, I find out that Georgia is one of the only states in this country that allows you to sell a vehicle without having its title. Isn't that wild? How opportunistic. So my vehicle starts getting mechanically sabotaged here in Illinois and Chicago. I was living with a mechanic. He was fixing it, told me everything was great. The car was perfect. Got an oil change at a third-party mechanic. They told me everything was great. Drove my vehicle to Florida. As soon as I got into Florida, it started making some weird sputtering noise after just having all these repairs. Start driving back home to Chicago. As soon as I crossed the border over from Florida to Georgia, boom, my car magically starts having issues. I had to get it towed from where it was, from a Walmart where it was by AAA, to Ben's Hair and Auto in Valdosta, Georgia. They put the car in a storage. I spoke with the owner of the storage. I got it in writing that my car was safe, that I did not owe any money, that no one was going to touch my vehicle without my consent, that I was the registered owner and the only person with keys, that my vehicle would not be turned over to anyone. Called them to check on the car a few months later and was person who did not even own the storage facility over the last 5 years, and forcing me to be surrounded with trash, literal filth, like animals. There is no other word to say. If you are not going to make an effort to sit at the hospital because you cannot hold your urine for 5.5 minutes, that is the only place you should be. If you cannot hold your urine in your body long enough to walk more than 5 to 10 feet away from someone in broad daylight and public, you need to be sitting at the entrance to a hospital because you are in probably end-stage kidney failure, like, period. You should not be wandering around the streets, and that's not judgmental to say that, people deserve better than that. We all deserve, every single one of us deserves better than that. Animals deserve better than that, and I'm truly sick of talking about it. It's absolutely disgusting. So you guys, if you want to donate to my cause, Cash App is the way, and it is the cash tag that we're using this month. Make sure you guys always check with me for my cash tag because it does update very frequently. I have had a history of having people steal my cash tag, so I do, change it as often as I need. And my cash tag for this month, or this period, is VLAW, VLAW, Go Pro Solo. And this is the only working cash app, cash tag, whatever it's called right now. V-Law, virtual law, so V-Law. And those just so happen to be the initials of my children in order for when they were born, V-Law. And I'm always and forever talking about how the like trolls and bullies need to be regulated just as much as like police are policing in, you know, normal communities. We need that sort of policing on the internet. I mean, it's absolutely real. We've got stalkers, we've got harassers, we've got trolls, we've got all this stuff. And at surface level, it doesn't appear to be a problem, right? It appears to just be like something normal. But then we also have like teenagers. You know, when I was doing. So I stopped doing that in 2019, and I started looking for other ways that I could evolve my brand. Now, the crazy part is that when I was selling like sexy content from 2015 to 2019, I was getting so much love. People were sending me gifts for no reason. Like, I had to get a P.O. box because people were sending me like actual gifts. I had to it was ridiculous. I would get like 500 likes on a post in the first like few hours of posting it on mainstream social media or all organic. I was not employing, you know, social media management technology at that time. It was 100% organic. I think it was like Facebook. It would be nothing. It would be like a photo of me in the mirror, like trying on an outfit. Like not even that sexy, just like something you would see like walking down the street, you know? And I would get so much love in the first few minutes. And I would get all these comments and people would want to donate to me and be so supportive. And when I decided after 5 years of doing that I was so objectified, that the feeling of being objectified that way was so destroying to my well-being, my sense of self and who I am and my core values and beliefs, that is when I started getting all the hatred on the internet. And that is the first time my eyes ever even opened up to the fact that there are people on here who are so fucking sad and pathetic that they will look for you and your light and your happiness and your creative outlet and whatever is giving you life during that time, and they will actually make it a job of theirs to be assholes. Like, I could not imagine that. I could not wrap my head around it. I was like, no, that exists. People are nice. No one wants to hurt me. No one wants to hurt my feelings. And it went from receiving all of the tremendous amount of like verbalized love and these feelings of appreciation and even, you know, people adoring me and wanting to support my endeavors in all sorts of different ways, to people just being like worthless scumbags. Their ability to hide the truth of who they were, they lost it completely. Their mask fell off and they were just like these nasty, nasty losers. And it's not just internet trolls. Losers. And it's not just internet trolls. Like, it's people in real life who are losers as well. They all combine. Prescription refill histories. hospital and EMR records, arrest records, court records. It's all easy to hack. Anyone can hack it with an entry-level hacking information and entry-level experience of hacking. They can all be hacked. So if all of this information is at our fingertips anytime, background information, background checking software is information that we can obtain easily and for like $30. Unlimited amounts of information at our fingertips, okay? Background check anyone that you want. If we have the ability to background check someone and see, then it should not be permitted in SEO, because we have laws in regular life that if someone goes around slandering and harassing you, they are subject to civil lawsuits. They can and will be pursued by civil law, if not criminal law, depending on how far it gets. With my draining out my battery. So anyways, the point that I was making is basically that all of these crimes that like internet trolls are doing online, in the beginning of the internet, we were all like, oh, it's just internet trolling, like no big deal, whatever. It's not like that anymore. Like, these people have been relentless in harming others, including children, through their nonstop badgering and explicit, nasty jargon and verbiages that they continue to use and, cram down people's just into their mentality. If we learn something by repeated nonstop, badgering of it, if your mom tells you your whole life that you're fantastic, that you're phenomenal, that you're great, then that is what you grow into. And if you're constantly told that you're not shit, then you create these or develop these issues, these deep-seated belief systems in yourself. And yeah, sure, there are people who are strong enough to not be affected by it, but not completely, At some level of your subconscious, we carry these things. So it's all of our responsibility to not be like that type of a contributor. To contribute to society in ways that are not that. To be kind, courteous, intelligent, well-spoken to the best of our ability, especially if we're going to go live or, be a content creator, to put our best face forward and to understand that the content that we're sharing, what is it? You have to ask yourself, what am I hoping to achieve or accomplish by doing this? And if, you're one of those people that's like, all for the gossip column people and the celebrity bloggers, like you really have to wonder what part of that is illegal, what part of that is absolutely harassment, and what part of that is absolutely harassment, and how do we enforce that? SEO is a term that means type something into Google or another search engine. What is popping up from that, that entry that you type? And in not just my opinion, but the opinion of many people, there is a responsibility for accuracy from every search engine. So if someone is typing my name, there should not be 30 results that say 30 lies or misleading things. The truth should pop up of who I am and what I'm involved in and what my role in life and contributions to society have been and are, and how I spend my time and what I truly do. It should be illegal. Just like if someone decided that they would go around telling anyone who was interested in doing business with me that I am on drugs, or that I am, I don't even know another example to use, like a snake oil salesman, stuff like that. It's just not true at all in any way. I don't do drugs and I don't sell snake oil. I'm a good salesperson and I'm like a transparent salesperson and I sell truth. So when someone Googles my name, that's what should pop up. Whether we're talking virtual slander or in-person slander, and that's kind of like what